I have decided to leave midwifery. I feel like the time has come to give you a life update whilst I'm sorting, let me show you, the state of all of my toiletries and all of my makeup since I've been on holiday. And I want to try and get everything cleared up this week for when I move out on Sunday. So yes, I'm going through all of my bits, although I'm not very good at doing two things at once. So let's see how we go with that. But basically, I have decided to leave midwifery for a period of time. That time I am unsure. And I've decided that I would really like to travel more, and my nana's death, I think, has just changed the perspective of my life. And I really believe that my path has changed, and I'm not sure if midwifery, specifically contracted work midwifery, works well for me up here, me with ADHD, me and my life, me and my lifestyle, and me and how I want to live. So, yes, I've handed my notice in, which is nerve-wracking, but I feel like in order to get to the next stage in life, you've got to take risks. And I believe that everything that happens is happening for a purpose. And I truly believe that when I've handed my notice in and when I'm going to finish is when I'm meant to finish. And yes, it's scary, but I have some money from my nana that I can use as a backup if I am really stuck. And I don't feel like really sad to leave midwifery other than when I'm at work. So when I went to work after I had my notice in, and my mum had gone to Bali and I had a couple of shifts, and I was at work and I thought, this is really sad. This is really sad for a person who was obsessed with midwifery, is now, after 9 years, going to leave. And I thought about all of the things that I love about midwifery. And I thought about how often do I do those things that I love at where I'm based now. And it's minimal. And I'm just trying to work out job satisfaction and if it fits with me. And I'm not sure it does anymore. I love low risk. I love hypnobirthing. I love home births. I love the least amount of medical intervention. I am all about pro-choice, and I just don't believe that I'm meant to stay at the hospital that I'm at the minute. I actually like the hospital and I really get on with a lot of the people there, but I just feel like there's something out there for me that's going to fulfill me more and give me more of a purpose. So yes, handing my notice in. I'm finishing on the 8th of May. And I'm also now getting rid of my house. So you've probably all heard that I am leaving my home, if you follow me on Instagram, because I've put it on there. So basically, I'm not getting any sorting done because I can't talk and do it at the same time. But yes, my house, I have to move out. I've got 4 days. I just got back from Bali. I'm actually moving out on Monday now instead of Sunday, because Sunday is such an awkward day to move out. Moving out on Monday, and I actually feel pretty devastated about leaving this house. I love my house so much. If you haven't seen it, I have actually got a video like welcome to my crib showing you around on my Instagram. So if you want to have a look, it's on there. But I have really fallen in love with this home. But there is just no way that I can afford $3,300 a month, but it means that I can't do all of the other things that I love, like travel, eat out, do all of those things. And I am at the minute, because that's fine, but I can't sustain paying that amount of money by myself. So I'm giving up my gorgeous house that I absolutely love, and I'm putting the majority of my stuff in storage other than clothing, and I'm going to go and stay with my friend in Werribee. So, yes, I'm going to stay with my friend for a little bit. I'm going to Adelaide for a week with my friends over the Easter weekend for a week, which is going to be really fun. We're going on Kangaroo Island, so I'm really excited for that. And then I get back. I'm going to work for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to go to Dubai. We'll not go into why I'm going to Dubai. I was going to go to Thailand, right? But then they've had an earthquake, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I don't want to go when there's an earthquake. When there's been an earthquake, I'm a bit worried after that. But I think I will go still this year at some point. But I just, yeah, there's something pulling me to Dubai. Just for Hollies, just for like 2 weeks, 10 days. And then I'm going to come back, reevaluate where I'm at, work out whether I want to do some contracting work where I go out and work in Sydney, Brisbane, Perth for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. I think shorter term contracts would fit my life better because I really want to try and get out of the shift work game because it's not good for my health. And I'm hoping that my Instagram, having a YouTube, giving recommendations for travel, showing you a different side to the world, opening the door to other opportunities for other people, and trying to be a spokesperson for ADHD and for change and for making risks and all of those things. And I'm hoping that that will allow me some of the funds to fund the lifestyle of moving about, because Melbourne is expensive. It's like England. It's not hugely more expensive than England or anything like that, but it is more expensive than living in Bali or Thailand. And I put on my goal board at the beginning of the year when I set all my goals out, live in Bali by December 25 for at least 6 to 8 weeks or something along those lines. And I've just got a huge pull. Like I just feel like the Balinese people are so like beautiful and kind and generous and lovely. And I just love how I feel when I'm there. And I know it's not going to be like a holiday living there, but there is so much in the way of like fitness, healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, very similar to here, really. I don't want to move to Bali forever. I don't think anyway, but I'm very much open. I do love Australia and I do want to come back to Australia. That's why I'm putting all of my stuff in storage, not selling it all, because I do envisage me coming back to Australia, whether it's Melbourne or somewhere else. But I just feel like for me, for my mental state, not that I'm not in a good way, I'm fine. But I just want some time where I don't have to think too much. I really want to just go to Bali or whatever and just have like 8 weeks where I have routine. I see how much that helps. I see if that helps with my PMS symptoms. I see if that helps with my ADHD symptoms. I see whether having structure to my life, having the vitamin D all of the time, like if all of those things allow me to feel more like myself again. And journaling and meditating and being, it's quite a spiritual country. And I just love the whole vibe there. And I would quite like to go there for an extended period to figure some stuff out with me. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Moving out, leaving my job, the job that I've always known, to venture out to do something else. And going to Dubai to see a man who I spent like a really incredible weekend with. And since leaving, I've got lots of thoughts in my mind that I didn't think would be there because I didn't really expect what happened to happen. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But yeah, I'm just going to live life on planes this year and see different cultures, work out what my main purpose is in life, although I pretty much know what it is. And that's to really like help others and inspire others to see more of the world and live a happier life so that other people see that there is happiness. You don't always have to do the same thing. So 10-minute life update. Mwah. Any other questions that you want to know other than about Marcus? Hit me up. Also, before I go, I've been thinking a lot more about my hypnobirthing, and I do kind of miss doing education with women, especially because 3 of my friends are pregnant, and it's just getting me. Giving advice or thinking about doing hypnobirthing with them, and it's just like, oh, I do kind of miss that, and I'd quite like to be able to do that for people. So that might be another thing. I might try and get my social media back going, because I've got it's called Serene Birthing with Sydney. Like, I've got that page still up and running. I just haven't posted for like a year, because obviously this is completely taken over my life. So it might be quite nice for me to do that again, and that might keep me in with midwifery, but not going into working shifts and stuff, because I'll just do education. So that's another thing I might do. I've actually managed to sort some of my stuff out. I've got so much makeup, but loads of it is really old, and I'm like, I need to get rid of it. So I'm just going through all of my bits, basically. So I'm moving the majority of my clothes, makeup, stuff I use on a daily basis with me to my friends. And then all of my bigger goods are going to a storage unit, so that I've got it when I get back or whatever. So yes, so I'm just trying to make my life easier this week on my days off, in between my meetings and stuff that I've got, to go through and declutter. So yes, so that's what I'm doing right now. And do you know what I really need? I really need like something to clean my makeup brushes with, because I just use soap, but they're pretty rotten. I need to wash them, but I don't really. I'm going out tomorrow and putting makeup on. I'm going out for look like dinner, so I'll be putting makeup on. So I don't want to wash them, because I don't think they'll dry in time, because it's pretty chilly today here in Melbourne. But yeah, sorry, I've rambled. Goodbye.